TV.
Alright, welcome back, guys. We're in DreamHack Valencia, and we're hoping that Fenner can stay in the game.
Yes, please.
We'll see how it goes. The RG actually DC'd upon connection, so maybe he was the guilty culprit this time. I don't know, but regardless, this is a best of 3 in the round of 16. Another ZVZ, but I think this one's going to be a little bit more well-matched than the previous. Nerchio's got to be one of the better Zerg foreign players out there, and of course Golden, having moved to Europe, has had plenty of time probably playing against him, amongst many similar playstyles. Regardless though, I'm Rifkin, joined tonight by Fenner, and spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map, from Team Acer, the red Zerg player Nerchio.
And his opponent in the top right of the map, it is Golden from Alien Invasion.
Such a strange team. There's not like a lot of hype about it, but they got some really talented players on it. Big shout out to one of his teammates, Lily Canine, actually, who just qualified for WCS Challenger Series. It's kind of cool to see. He's actually fought against Golden several times, so I've seen Golden play some really cool stuff against weird builds, and I don't know if he's going to be faced with weird builds versus Nerchio. You know, I kind of nerded out a little bit before, talking about how, you know, at the start of Heart of the Swarm, Nerchio kind of always has some very fun ZVZs to watch, but it's been quite a bit of time since I've actually had the pleasure of casting him, so I'm not quite sure where he's at as far as the state of the metagame, but I think it's...
The last time that I casted him, I mean, the last time I saw him play a lot, he always liked to go into mutas rather than the roaches. So I wonder if he'll go for that. And mutas are coming back into popularity as well. You see Scarlet recently going for that really weird style where she goes for mutas and then straight into broodlords. Yeah,
actually, it's funny you bring that up. Bly, another teammate of these two, you know, the Zerg trifecta over there in Acer, I talk to him fairly regularly because he plays in a lot of the Go for Starcrafts and things that I cast, and you know, he was talking about how him and Scarlet worked together to find this new strategy since the Broodlord change. They're both enjoying the usage of Broodlords. It's obviously not something you exactly rush towards, but more of an end game goal, and it's cool to see that.
Well, Scarlet rushes towards them.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm speaking more generally. Scarlet for a moment, but yeah, the matchup has changed so much from what it once was. I mean, start Heart of the Swarm, mutas, only mutas, as you said, fell out of favor, now coming back. I think a good example of that too is for those who watch WCS, Suppy versus Scarlet was actually quite a treat, even though Suppy lost. Rest in peace.
Is it Muta vs Muta?
Or not WCS, sorry, Red Bull. Bleh. But no, Suppy was just going mutas versus Scarlet was all.
Okay. Yeah, well, Suppy likes them as well recently. He was actually trying to do them off gasless, which is not as common. And Scarlet obviously likes them as well with that Muta into Broodlord style. But let's focus on this game right here. We've got a speed on the way for Golden already. It's going to be coming up on Nerchio as well. So gas openers for both players. That means both of them have the possibility of being aggressive with speedlings and banelings early on in the game.
Speedlings and banelings are something I've seen Nerchio handle quite well. Golden, on the other hand, typically goes... You know, when we see him at least, typically goes towards roaches and such. They're both going for bailing us right now, and what's key is they're both putting them in the back of the main. This is hilarious for two reasons. One, it's Nimbus, so you actually can't put this in your natural to wall it off because you've got the in-base natural. So this is actually not that big of a tell. You know, sometimes you see VZs, you'll see it in the wall of the natural, a little nook for the queen to hide behind, whatever. And in other matches, or other maps, if you see it in the main like this, usually it's because they want to hide it, they don't want their opponent to scout it so easily. But Nimbus kind of changes that just a wee bit.
Yeah, but both players not choosing to build speedlings yet. If you're going to go for a really fast link bane time, you generally build them from around 30 to 40, 44-ish supply. But they haven't come up yet, and there we go. Evo Chamber on the way for Golden. That's probably going to be for +1 no, then again, it's a bit late for +1 Carabao. It's probably just going to be for the range.
Well, I was going to say, it's not going to be melee weapons because Katz isn't here. He's like the only guy I know that does that.
Yeah, and he does that specifically against gasless as well.
Yeah, I didn't get my eyes on the first few links that came, but a small scout did go off and enough speed complete. Sadly, he's not going to have the links to fight this, so Nerchio going to chase him back. And Golden, you know, he got up here inside the natural, but he didn't see the gases in the main. I don't know how you managed that.
A bunch of lings on the way for Nerchio, and Golden is scouting into the main base right now. He's going to see every single ling that is popping from Nerchio, which is going to allow him to defend really easily. I don't think Nerchio noticed there were scouting lings there.
Well, hang on. Spine Clark is going to get killed off here. Well, canceled. Golden trying to hide the queen in the sweet spot of the minerals. Good choice there. But one of the key things, guys, is putting this creep tumor down. Now we can actually spread the creep and get a wall off if necessary. Dealing with these banelings with what he has is not going to be easy, nor is it going to be fun. He doesn't have a lot of lings out, and certainly won't have his own banelings in time to deal with this. Our Roach Warden's coming up because he's got the end game goal, but as we see, he's not able to make those banelings.
Yeah, they get cancelled, and now Nerchio is in the main base. There's banelings coming in as well. Rifkin.
Jones being pulled, but all they're doing is stacking up. He splits! He splits!
Boom!
The splits aren't going to be good enough. There's too many lings around, and I think this game...
Yeah. I mean, he got completely destroyed, but he's going to lose another queen as well. That's huge. There's going to be no lava production for Golden. No more injects. That means he can just get overwhelmed by the Zerglings of Nerchio here. GG!
Fast, abrupt, but hey, that's ZVZ for you. And the best part was, you stayed in the game!
Yes, finally. So it looks like the internet is actually fixed.
You know what, the choice to go for, like, whether it's a speedling on, whether it's banelings, like, to go anything really aggressive on this map, I like a lot, because so oftentimes, or so many often is the time where, oh, banelings are coming, 3 evolution chambers is the wall off, spine collar behind it, you know, but you can't do that on Nimbus. The creep is too far away from the ramp, and you can't get that wall down, so to have chosen that strategy in particular, and we saw both players kind of gearing towards the same idea, that was a really smart choice.